Hey everybody, Derek Munson here, and you are looking at GigTrak, my app for desktop and mobile devices. GigTrak was built by musicians for musicians. As a professional drummer for the past 20 years, I know firsthand how difficult it can be to keep track of your upcoming shows, figure out how much you've made over time, connect with other musicians, and even do your taxes at the end of the year. So with those challenges in mind, I went to work, building an app that can be used today, while also being able to be easily expanded with added functionality down the road. So let's start here on the main screen in the mobile view on the right here. Once the app loads, it takes you right into calendar view, and as you can see along the bottom, we've got calendar, inbox, earnings, expenses, and profile. Now, all of these different views allow you to do different things. Obviously, the calendar lets you add different gigs to your calendar. You can do that by hitting the plus button, entering the information about the gig that you'd like to play. You can turn on mileage tracking, which will turn on your phone's GPS and actually track as you drive and then add up all your mileage for you so that at the end of the year when you're doing your taxes, you can report exactly how far you drove for all of your gigs. You can also see different views in the calendar as well. If we go to the inbox here, this is just a simple messaging app. If we click on a message, it'll show us who wrote to us and what they had to say. We can reply all, forward, or flag, or we can delete it if we just don't think we need it. We can also send a message ourselves using a very simple messaging interface here. If we go to earnings, we can see everything that's been made so far for this year, and this is in reverse chronological order with the most recent gig at the top. So we have the date of the gig, who we played with and where, what time it was, and how much we made on that gig. If we click the plus sign here, we can add information about other gigs that we've done, and it will add more cards to this list. If we go to the expenses view here, we can see incidentals that we've had to pay for as we've gone through all of our gigs. So, sometimes you have to buy food when you're traveling. Sometimes you need to buy some supplies like some drumsticks or reeds if you're a saxophone player. And so all of those expenses can be tracked here. You can add them as you go and put all the information in. You can even take a picture of your receipt so that you don't have to keep a bunch of paper receipts. And then those can all be tracked for you so that when you go to do your taxes at the end of the year, you've got photographic proof of all your receipts all in one place, making it really easy to confidently do your taxes. And finally, there's the profile page here, which has just a little bit of personal information about us, how long we've been playing, where we're from, how to get in touch with us, and then acts that we're associated with. We're able to connect with other musicians through this profile interface here. Now that's the mobile version of it. Let me open up the desktop one real quick here. And you'll see that it's mirrored pretty closely to the mobile app. However, the big feature here is the search functionality that's added on the desktop website. And why that's important is that if somebody goes to search on here, depending on what they're looking for, they can find the right information. So for example, I'm asking people in the search form to tell me who they are. Are they a booking agent? Are they a talent scout? Or maybe they're a musician who's looking for other bandmates or sidemen to play along with. And then I'm asking them, how far out do you want these people to be? Are you looking for bands within 25 miles of you? And if so, what's your zip code? And when they do that, then they can get results that are customized to them. So here it'll show you within the search results where they're from, what kind of music they play, how far away from you they are. And then you can go even deeper and click on these, and once you click on them, they would take you into a full profile of the band that would have photos of the group and things like that. That's a little bit deep for the exercise that we're being tasked to do here, but that is the functionality that would exist there. So we've got all kinds of sorting throughout the site. So we can do different things like this in calendar view. Here we're in the split screen view where we've got the full calendar and then a list view on the side. We can go to just a regular calendar view if we like, or we can go to just a list view if we like. Whatever is the most comfortable option is always available. If we want to add a gig, we can click there, and we can see it's kind of similar to the mobile interface. We can turn on mileage tracking and all those kinds of things, just like we could in the mobile version of the app. The inbox, very similar. Earnings and expenses tables look very similar. So these are just expansions of what we saw in the mobile app. But again, the search functionality is the big piece because the idea is that the musicians themselves will use the app on their device, whereas those who are looking for musicians like booking agents and talent scouts will really use their desktop devices in order to find people and book them for gigs. So that's your view of GigTrak. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to your comments. Thanks.